Hey, what's up, everybody? Sitting in our temporary Big Boys Outdoors little hooch because the new one's getting ready to break ground here come January or February, March. Then we'll have us a little hunting cabin or hunting setup place where we'll be bullshitting all the time and welcome y'all into bullshitting with us. This is our first little attempt at anything all together. We've had a couple videos of each of us being out doing whatever, doing our little hunting thing and stuff like that. And we haven't been together since we started this. I just showed up last week from Florida up to West Virginia to do the Heritage Day hunt, which we'll have some video of that coming soon. Nikki's editing it now. But I got Derek with me and little old Zano, Big Zane with us today. So this is going to be the primary guys who you're going to see on most of the Big Boy stuff. We'll have some Army friends, some of our buddies will be along with us for the ride. And but we are the main three. This is it for us. And then of course, wife Nikki, Derek's wife Carrie, and my Uncle Roger. We can never get him on here because he got some stories. He was one of my inspirations to hunt. My grandpa got me into hunting, Derek into hunting. I think Zane followed him around from the time he could walk, trying to get him to take him on the hill.
Oh yeah.
And so that's pretty much our little story there. Our reason for hunting, well, I can tell you right now, it's going to be the same for me as it is for Derek. Our grandfather, Boogie, Clarence Crane, he was inspiration for us for hunting, and he's still what we strive to hunt like. He's taught us the right way to do it. Every time you think about doing something a little crazy, he pops up in your head on your little shoulder. Don't do it, boys. So
don't do it. It ain't worth it.
There you go. So that's our little backstory, really. I'm gonna tell you how this all started for me. Was 2023 rifle season. Me and Derek, we were just hunting back up here, and we kept saying, "Man, we'd like to go hunt this state land up in the mountains, up in Tucker County, Davis area, Canaan Valley area." And I was like, "Man, well, let's just go do it." So he got time off from work the second week. We went up there. It was the last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the last weekend of 2023 rifle
4
season.
days.
We've never been up there. We've been up there fishing and all that. We know the area, but we've never been hunting up there. And so we was like, hell with it. Let's go. Zane was mad because he had school, couldn't go. So it was just me and Derek. We went up there. I got us an Airbnb up in Thomas, and we just got on Onyx and just started tracking, walking around, looking, dropping pins, and figured out where we wanted to go. And so I knew nothing about YouTube hunting. Zero. I didn't even know it existed. I didn't know nothing. We're setting up there. We just get checked in the Airbnb, and Derek grabs a remote, puts it on there. I was like, yeah, look at this. This guy's from West Virginia, southern West Virginia. Oh, these guys hunt public land everywhere. That's all they do. This guy, da, da, da. I was like, how do you know all these? He's like, I've been watching this for what?
Oh, ever since YouTube got big,
I've
watched for years.
And I knew nothing about it. That's how crazy this is. I knew nothing about it. And so that's how we got started on all that. Where this idea and thing come from. And then my wife, because after Derek showed me, that's all our TV went to. I was a total ESPN guy, MLB, watching every baseball game too. I don't turn my thing off of YouTube on hunting. So shout out to all them guys that got me wanting to do it. We started really thinking about it was when I said, yes, we're going to do it. I think it was September, October of this year. So we didn't really have no cameras, none of that, nothing. Like, we're going to get it going. So finally we started trying it with our phones, doing a little bit of clips, trying to just put stuff together, seeing if we could even do it, seeing how, if you can't get a video with the phone, we was like, there ain't no way we're going to get any video with the camcorder. So yeah, we did that. We started getting little clips, and so we started. Then I picked up a couple more cameras for us, and we're getting going. Still got a bunch more stuff, camera-wise, and GoPros, and Insta360s and stuff we're going to buy, so we get everything. We are at talks now, my wife is trying to get us a drone that'll track us so we can use it for fishing. Not going to use it for anything hunting-wise, but just for fishing. I think it'd be awesome to have the drone where it can track all three of us while we're out there stream fishing, Schaefer's, Galady, over in Franklin and all that, because that's our plan for that. But so that's how we got to this point we are at now. Hunting wise this year, we had the deer slayer Zane with the big number 5. He killed 5 this year. Derek got 2 bucks, and I was the lonely one buck. That's all I got. Of course, my hunting was cut short. I had a pup and had an injury, and I just felt bad being up here. And that was half my reason I left when I did. I only hunted 1 day during rifle season. Got a lot of bow hunting in, seen a lot of big bucks, had opportunities, but never put one on the ground here in West Virginia. Derek, are you excited about doing this channel? Is that something that I know we've talked, and to me, to you, we're excited, but we've come to figure out it's harder than what we thought it would ever be, right?
Definitely harder than what we anticipated. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I never honestly ever thought the opportunity would arise to even try the whole YouTube thing. I've been a fan of YouTube ever since, even before it got big. I watched it here and there, but it turned into a daily thing. Like you said, with your house, my TV is constantly on YouTube watching hunting and fishing, especially the local guys here in West Virginia. And I'm just real excited to give it a shot, and hopefully it goes somewhere good. We'll have to see how it pans out.
Yeah, I'm excited. But I'll tell you what, I don't stress a lot, but these last 2 months, I've been stressing, boy. What are you excited about most, Zane? What do you think about this channel?
I'm really excited because that I never thought I would have the opportunity to video, and now you're giving me the opportunity to video and hunt on camera, and now I'm really excited to be able to show people of me hunting.
Are you excited about what plans we have?
Yeah.
For it? You excited to be able to go out of state hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah. What state do you want to hunt the most, do you think, right now?
Kentucky.
Kentucky? You like that deer I brought home from Kentucky, huh?
I got all of us jealous.
Yeah. So that's pretty much in a nutshell, man. We're ready to get this thing going and excited. And leading us on to the next thing, like I said, we prepared for this hunting season without even an idea that we were doing this, because I didn't tell Derek till I was up here in October, hey, we're going to do this. Start trying to film stuff, just to see if we can do it. That's when we really kicked off. I think it was right around when I come up. And I was late coming up for bow season this year because we had the hurricane in Florida, and then the night before the hurricane, my Great Dane had a stroke, a spinal stroke, and that put me back 2 weeks. And that kind of changed everything for me hunting wise. But they were up here slaying it. But before we get on to the hunts and stuff, I was up in September. I think I was up August and September time. September. And we started prepping. We prepped late. That was probably on me more than on them, because I kept saying, I'm coming to help, hang on. And I had tree stands that we wanted to put up. I had grabbed some new ones, and I had some old ones, and everything we had was in Florida. Derek moved one of his, and Zane had one of his up, but we still had, 2 or 3 more we wanted to put up.
3 more we had to do, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll be up. And then I don't know. Every time I tried to get up here, it was just chaos. But what all did we do besides that to prepare? What else did we do? What feeder-wise and stuff like that? Did we feed? When did we start feeding this year?
I was actually started feeding a little earlier than whenever you got to come up. I started feeding like right around the end of July, beginning of August, just trying to get the deer on some type of pattern. And I'd also had protein out for early April.
That's what I was going to say. You started protein in May and stuff.
Yeah.
One of our things we planned on doing last year at the end of the season was we got a 1.5 acre field right at the corner of the property line out here. We wanted to get it planted, and we never got to it. Between Derek's work, me not being up here, Zane was in school doing school stuff. It just never come to. And then so he did the protein thing, and then we started hitting up with corn and blocks and any little thing we could find on Amazon that I could mail up here to supplement costs for him, and it was just craziness. But then, but you got your tree set up. His spot, we've killed a deer in where Derek hunts. I'm gonna say almost every year since my grandpa was alive. My grandpa killed deer there when I was 5, 6. He killed one. If he didn't kill one on another place where we hunted rifle, the second week of the season, he would kill one up there almost every year.
And I've hunted that same spot. Well, we've all hunted that same spot ever since.
I've killed deer there in the past 5 years. You've killed several deer there in the past 15 years. Zane, he went up there and stole a couple tree stand sets and killed deer up there. Yeah, so that was the. I mean, we really didn't prepare like we should have. I feel. What do you feel
we got a late start. We're normally on top of the game, getting it prepared and getting everything set up, camera wise and feeding wise. You know, because we run cameras normally clear through the summer, try to get patterns and inventory on up and coming bucks. And we just, like you said, with my work and Zane's school and you being stuck in Florida with everything going on down there, hurricane wise and stuff, it just didn't happen like it normally does. But we still managed to make something of it.
Yeah, that was. But you know what's crazy is to me, is I feel we took more deer off that hill this year.
We did.
Half-ass doing what we work our ass off to do every other year. But I feel like more deers come off that hill this year than what normally comes off that hill.
That's the truth, 100%. Especially old Zane over here.
Yeah.
He put a hurting on the deer herd this year.
Deer slayer. So that goes to show you, I think, to me, I mean, we're always going to kill it. We're always going to get out early. I mean, we got out early. We just didn't do everything that we had planned the year before. Like what we felt, what we misstepped on. I feel we didn't. Well, I failed that. They got most of their stuff done, but a lot of my stuff was late getting to. Oh, and I think that put us behind a week because I got that side by side and waiting to get all that done so I could bring it up here and get it up here. That was a deal too. That took me 2 weeks longer than I planned on it taking. But we got it up here. That was a game changer for us.
For sure. That thing was a
that little 4-wheelers we had and stuff up here didn't do it well like this thing did. But yeah, I think that was the deal there. But talk about the old some of the kills we had this year. Zane, you started off. You started it off. I mean, you killed one early. Like I couldn't even believe it. Like I get a text message right after you killed yours you already had a buck on the ground, and I don't even know if I knocked an arrow and shot a target yet.
I don't believe you had.
I don't think I'd even shot my bow yet this year, and you're already sending me pictures down in Florida, saying, "Look what I got," counting me to catch up. So you didn't hunt your spot that day?
No.
Where'd you hunt that day? Derek's spot.
Yeah.
How far is Derek's spot from where you going? Like, what's your 150, 200 yards? Is your all stands differences?
Yeah, about 150.
Up the hill though, Derek's was up,
Yeah.
or yours was up? Derek's was up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what made you go to Derek's spot that day? Was it morning kill or evening? I can't even remember. Evening kill? Did you hunt that morning too?
No.
Was that your first time out in the woods with the bow this year?
That was
like my
fourth set. Yeah, it was his fourth
Yeah.
hunt.
Well, hold on. We gotta stop for a second there. So the craziest thing, and I got so excited for this is Zane's first archery kill this year. Because he killed one with a recurve. I don't count in my book, but
He killed one with a crossbow.
crossbow, not recurve. I've been on recurve all week with this Heritage Day stuff. But he killed one with a crossbow. We'll give him that. He was a youngster when he did that. We'll give him. He didn't even have a license then.
No.
So we'll give him that one. because he didn't eat his Wheaties yet. Wasn't able to pull back that compound. But he busted his ass all spring, cutting grass, weed eating, working for people, doing everything he could to make money to buy himself a compound. He wanted to bow hunt, a real bow. He wanted to bow hunt. And I kept giving him hell the whole time. I was like, I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna Robin Hood all your arrows and make you go buy new arrows and all this. And never, I wanted to come shoot with him. Like I had all intentions of coming up, shooting and having fun and doing tree stand stuff. Bought the 3D targets and stuff. I mean, we was planning on shooting, but it just never come to fruition. It's because I wanted him to be comfortable. And I wanted to shoot with him and put him in tough spots, talking trash to him while he's shooting and just getting him comfortable. But it was crazy. He busted his ass, done that. And then I remember I was all excited. That's what when he got that bow, it was too short, huh? We had to get a new.
Had to lengthen.
Had to lengthen it up. So I thought I was gonna get a shoot with him because I was here when he picked it up, when he got it, and so I took him down to the bow shop down in Morgantown, and I thought, well, hell, that simple fix. We'll just get her done that day, and I can take him. I can shoot with him. Try to mess up an arrow for him just to piss him off because he worked hard for them arrows and that bow. I was trying to get him. But it was a week later, huh?
Yeah.
Another $125 for you that you didn't realize you had to spend. And he got it. Well, in that time, they was down there. Somebody else hadn't had a bow in a couple weeks or a couple years because he wanted to break his. And so when he went down there, they went down to pick Zane's up. He sent me a picture of one, and he bought himself a new Matthews. He's always wanted the Matthews. He bought himself a new Matthews. What was that one?
It was the V3.
V3 27 inch.
27 inch
Yeah.
axle.
Yeah.
I always wanted one.
Which it come when we talk here about his deer kill later. It was a good thing he had that, the smaller one. So, but we'll go back to that. We'll talk about that later. But on yours, that was your 4th day out with the bow.
Mhm.
What made you go to Derek's stand that day?
Because that buck was in there constantly and he wasn't
On Derek's camera, huh?
Yeah. And
Was you getting anything on yours at all? Your cameras?
He was there at nighttime and
Only he never daylighted on your
No.
cameras. Never does no daylight
No.
ever. Was you getting anything daylight on yours?
like a doe and a spike and
No,
stuff.
just small.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
a few yearlings and stuff. Some does.
And-
That was it.
He wasn't hunting and I asked him, I said, can I go up to your spot? He said, yeah, because that buck was there every morning and every evening.
Yeah.
So I got in the stand and I was up there for like maybe a half hour and he walked out and I was shaking
Well, yeah, that's your first one.
and he walked 10 yards from me and I had the bow pulled back already and he was like stomping and starting to run off, so I stopped him and yelled and I shot him and then I watched him go down and then I called Derek and I started crying, shaking, couldn't even talk, and then waited for
super
about
pumped.
20 minutes and then went down and got the buggy and got him, and then we waited for a couple more hours and we went up and found him.
Did you see him fall? Did
Yeah.
you see him drop?
Yeah, he went up about, he ran,
So he go up the hill or he go down the hill?
he ran up the hill 20 yards and then he fell down and then he went up and then went back down the hill.
Oh, so you didn't see him actually fall. I mean, you seen him fall, but you didn't.
I didn't see him die.
You didn't see
I
him.
didn't know he was dead full short,
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was. Wondering.
so I was scared.
And the reason why
Not scared. You was pumped.
Yeah,
That's
well, I
all.
was
There's a
scared.
difference. That's that adrenaline. That's that knowing the stinky leg. That
Yeah.
buck fever, boy. It gets us all. It still gets me.
And the reason why we waited a couple hours because he knew he made a good shot, but he wasn't 100% sure exactly where it was.
Yeah.
He felt that it was just a touchback,
I
lung or
double
liver.
lunged it. I hit him right here and right on the chest, and then he ran down the hill like another 10 yards, and then that's when he was dead.
Oh, okay. Cool. But that was a good time right there. That was what, 5 or 7 point? 5 point. But that's first compound.
All by himself in the stand.
All by
alone.
everything. This is the first year you've actually.
Bow hunting.
I think you've actually hunted in the woods during deer by yourself.
Yeah.
I mean that nobody was in the woods with you. This was your first year you was allowed to do that.
Yeah, first year's a licensed hunter.
Yeah. Which is awesome. Hell yeah.
And he come out swinging with that first year. Not only did he get 1 or 2, he ended up with 5.
Yeah.
Showed everybody up.
Showed us all up. So, Derek, you killed yours mid-October?
October the 10th is when I killed mine.
And it's this little fella right here.
Yeah, little baby.
That little baby right there. Nice little 10. Nice little West Virginia 10. Now, was that a morning or afternoon?
That was an evening hunt because with work, we've been real busy with work this year, and I knew that having to spend so much time at work, I was going to have to change my hunting strategy a little bit. Because before, as soon as you get off work, you run to the woods. Weekends, you run to the woods. But I knew I wasn't going to have that luxury, especially early bow season with everything we had going on. So our West Virginia bow season comes in on September 28th. So naturally, as I always do, I had that day off, so I did an all-day sit.
You see anything that day?
Seen some does, 2 little small bucks, and that was about it. I mean, mainly doe traffic come through. Still a good set, but after that, I had to go to work Sunday morning, so I ended up putting in shift at work and got home, and Zane here talked to me. He's like, "Come on now, you need to go hunting. You ain't gonna kill him on the couch." So I went ahead and I went in there and did an evening set, and with no luck at all, seen 1 doe way out in the edge of the field, and that was it.
What was the temperature that week? Was it still hot? It was still hot then,
Yeah, it was
wasn't
still hot. It was high 70s, early 80s or low 80s. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, it wasn't the greatest weather, but going all year without hunting, you get that itch.
Yeah,
You just gotta go.
I feel you.
But
So yours was an evening hunt after work. What, there was a reason you went that day though. Because you hadn't gone in a day or two, had you?
no, I actually hadn't gone since the second day of bow season because I pretty much was working all the time, and then I kind of realized that I was going to have to change my strategy a little bit, like I said. So this is the first year we've ever used cell cams. So that definitely helped because I talked it over with Zane and you a little bit, and I was like, the target bucks are there, but I'm gonna let the camera tell me when to hunt because I had to really be precise and pick and choose on what days I could hunt, do the work. So I went actually it was 2 or 3 days before bow season started was the last time I had that buck on camera, and then he ghosted the whole area and never come back not one time. And it was the morning of October the 10th, around 9 o'clock. I was at work and my phone went off. Got a notification. My camera went off, so I checked, and there was actually him, the target buck, and then there was a little smaller 8-point in there, and they were feeding. And that was the first picture I had of him, like I said, since a couple days before season. So I was a little hesitant to going in because I didn't want to spook him out because the wind wasn't the greatest. But the more I thought about it, the more Zane talked me into it. He's like, "Hey, go give it a try."
What was it? You remember the weather that day?
Yeah, it was about 71, 72 degrees. It was warm out, but the wind for in the morning, of course I was at work, was horrible. It was blowing right where they come from out of their bedding. So after work, I got off work and come home, and I still had about 2.5 hours to hunt. And I debated back and forth all day. But like I said, old Zane here, he finally talked me into going. So I got changed, got up on the hill, got set up. And
Did you walk up that day or did you ride it?
You walked.
Did I walk up that day? Yeah, I walked up that day because that's what it was. I walked up that day because I got a little bit of a later start because I couldn't make up my mind whether I wanted to hunt or not.
Oh, yeah.
So I got up in the stand there. It was about 15 after 4 when I got in the stand. And I sat there. I wasn't in the stand very long, 15, 20 minutes or so, and had the first couple of does come through. And they come in, fed for a while, moseyed around, was eating acorns and stuff. They fed off, and whenever they fed off, I took and
I got a text message not too long after them does left.
yeah, it was I think it was a half hour. I said 45 minutes after them does left. I texted you and sent you a picture. That 8-point that was in there that morning with that buck.
What I tell you?
Had come in, and you said, "What are you waiting on? What are you doing? Like, why aren't you shooting that deer?" And I said, "Cause there's a bigger one in here, and I just got a feeling." So that deer was in there. He was probably 25, 30 minutes. He was in there, and he fed and stuff.
What was he? How far away? What is that? About 20 yards.
Yeah, he came 20 yards away, and he fed around for a long time. Well, then he eased up over the hill and went out of sight. Well, I sat there another probably 25, 30 minutes. Never saw another deer, no nothing. Well, then the devastation starts setting in because I was like,
should I
have shot him, or where's the 10 at? You know,
Yeah.
he was with him this morning. I was banking on him being with him that evening, but you know, your thoughts get to you like, I don't know what I probably should have shot him. Well, I'd sat there probably another 10 or 15 minutes after debating that, and I'd heard something behind me, and I turned to look, and of course, a couple squirrels playing.
Test.
Yeah, I watched them for a while, and I turned back around and scanned the area again, made sure to look, and I just caught something move out the corner of my eye, and it was kind of on a 45 out in front of me. I had to lean over a little bit, and I seen part of an antler, and then the old stinky leg started setting in a little bit because I knew it was something nice. I couldn't see his whole rack, but I knew it was something nice, and it took him a good while, to come in. You could tell he was real cautious. A bigger deer like that's obviously going to do that.
He come from Judy's.
Yeah, he come well over from Vincent's, then crossed through Judy's straight at me. And he come in to about 40 yards away, and he locked up right there, and he didn't move a muscle for 20 minutes. He was tearing me up because I couldn't do anything about it. Didn't have no shot or nothing like that.
Face itching.
Oh yeah, face itching. That you just get fidgety. You know what it's like. But he finally made his way in, and whenever he come in and was feeding there, he was facing directly at me. Absolutely no shot. So seeing the deer, my target buck, 20 yards away, practically staring me in the face, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was rough. It was real rough. But he finally, after a while, I don't know how long, it felt like it took forever, but after a while he started to turn a little bit and open up broadside and give me a shot. Well, I used my bow off the hanger, and I took my time, got drawn back on him. Well, I made one minor mistake. I didn't realize, it's a good thing, like I said before, it's a good thing I had the 27-inch axle, not a longer bow. But how we put the burlap around our stands, help them, give us a little bit of cover.
Covers our legs.
Yeah, it covers our legs and some of our movement if we got a twist. So when I drew back on him, perfect broadside 20-yard shot, I let it go and completely missed him. Well, whenever I released, I didn't realize how close my cam was to the stand. Well, when the bow went off, the cam caught the burlap and shot the arrow straight in the ground right below me. That, you don't talk about devastation then. I thought, oh boy, it's over with. He jumped, run up the bank a little piece, and then he turned and started coming out to my right, up straight above me. And all in the meantime, I'm trying to, not move very much. We're trying to hurry up and knock another arrow. So that was a task in itself. And I finally got the other arrow knocked, got ready, and I had to pull a questionable stance on that shot. I had to kind of turn and lean backwards over the shooting rail to get around the tree that I was up against. And he stepped out behind the tree that I'd ranged 100 times. That tree was 35 yards, and he was just a couple steps behind it. I ended up ranging after he was 37.
Is that what it was? 37?
Yeah, 37 total. But I put my roller sight on 35, leaned out and drew back on him, and he had to take 2 more steps for me to get a clear shot. Well, waiting on them 2 steps, he only took 1. And after he took the 1, the only thing that was open behind that tree was his shoulder. I couldn't get no behind the shoulder shot, no double lung or nothing. And he had finally picked up my movement. I was trying to move quick and trying to make it happen. But he picked up my movement, and then he alerted. When he alerted, I was like, it's now or never. So I put the old 35-yard pin on him right on that shoulder and let it go. And luckily, the old rage and that heavy draw weight that I run, it
Busted
damaged
that
that
shoulder
real good, and he ended up going about 25 yards and piled up, and I watched him go down and expire right there in front of me.
You went to the same spot my buck did.
Yeah, practically the same spot. Yeah.
Same stand, same spot. It's crazy that they moved that.
It was like,
And it was only 2 days apart from his kill to my buck.
Yeah. That is crazy. Crazy.
So don't keep up running.
My first 10 point, I was beyond excited.
And it's a nice one. So then that, Zano can't hunt. He done killed his buck too early. Now he's devastated. Now I'm hunting a couple days. Then doe season with the rifle. Early doe comes in, rifle season.
Right at the end of October.
Right at the end. I'm in the stand. Zano's tromping the woods, texting me like crazy. Should I shoot him? Should I shoot her? Should I shoot her? Like, it's up to you, Bubba. You the hunter. You the hunter. He said, I don't know if it's big enough. I said, well, you have to make that call. I can't make it for you. He texted Derek. He's texting me. You got to make the call.
Yep.
15 minutes later, I heard, I went to 243. It was funny because he was like, I don't know if I hit it. It jumped like I hit it, but there ain't no blood.
No blood.
There wasn't.
I was at work and he was blowing me up.
Yeah.
Feel like 35 yards.
So I set up. I told him, I said, just chill for a little bit. I set up there for, I think, because that was at like 9:30 when you shot that doe.
Yeah, that's.
I said, give me till 10. I said, I'll go down and get the side by side, or I told you meet me at the side by. I said,
I came home.
No, you went home after that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I told you just wait and we'll go up and look for it.
Yeah. Well. I
At
was
10,
up there.
10:30, I think I come off the hill.
Well, I was looking for blood before I
That's
came
what I'm
off
saying,
the
yeah.
hill, and then I finally found some. Then I followed it, and then I lost it again. Then I found it down at the bottom of the hill, piled up.
Yeah.
So I went home and waited on you.
How come you went home?
Because you had this
Rookie hunter. Well, tell him the truth. Rookie hunter. Why'd you go home? Derek remembers why you went home that morning. That's why. I knew there was something. Rookie hunting move. What'd you forget?
a pin.
No. You forgot a knife that day.
Yeah, I forgot. A, and I forgot.
But you
a
didn't
pin.
tell me. I had mine. And I was
And I
only.
forgot a pin.
I had all that. You know I had all that.
Well, I got to do a bit something though. He wasn't the only one because the day I shot that 10,
You didn't have
I
yours.
done forgot my knife too, and he
But
didn't bring
wait,
it
why'd you forget your knife?
because I was in a hurry to get on the hill.
No, that ain't why.
Wow.
Because somebody killed a deer a couple days before that and forgot to put it back in your.
That's right.
Yeah.
He forgot to clean it and put it back
Yeah,
away.
he-
Uh-huh.
yeah. So Zano.
Yeah.
2 for 2 on the knives.
2 for 2.
We still love him, Bo. He's a little buddy. So yeah, that was what that puts you at 2 deer before I even pulled back on anything.
Yeah.
I've seen several of that though.
Yeah.
I've seen that nice 8. I've seen that up there that week.
Yeah, that's the one. He was running that doe, I think.
Yeah. No. That was after I come back from Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I went up on remember I had the little spot. I took the saddle and went up on the other side.
Yeah, right below the ridge, yeah.
Right below. And then I hunted that spot where we thought was going to be the best spot ever. It looked perfect. We had so many deer coming in. And then the leaves fell. And we was like a spotlight was on us
Yeah,
the whole time. So we moved that stand, got it out of there. That was craziness. And then I hunted a couple times. I seen deer. I seen bucks all over. I think October, every day I hunted almost, I seen a buck.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've seen them, but just they weren't close. I couldn't. I grunted at several, get their attention. I tell you what, though, I think I'm taking this year when I go up this way, I'm taking a decoy with me. 'Cause I could stop them and grapple at them.
Just got to give him something to look at.
They would look, and there was nothing to bring them in. Oh, look. In between all these little cues, we did some coon hunting. What do you think we went this year? Where'd you go? How many times this year, Derek?
Around
I didn't go. I only went a couple times with you, but
we went around 75, almost 80 times so far this season.
we still got a month if the snow ever gets gone.
We actually did the
End
February,
of
so we got
February.
about a month, almost a month and a half.
That we might be able to run some more. Hopefully, I want to run because I just got this little high-speed gadget for our night vision, so we can.
Yeah,
That'll be fun to.
it'd be a game changer.
Yeah, just seeing stuff. It'll be cool trying to get some video of that to let you all see how the dog goes in the woods. It's hard to show you how Hank, he's a mover, boy. He's back and forth. He don't go far, but my goodness, he don't miss a
stick around.
spot. So hopefully we get good video of that.
He stays busy for sure.
How many in them 75 hunts? Well, how many coon you think he put up this year?
Treed 92, and we brought out 12.
12.
Because I mean, he's a 4-year-old hound now, so
Yeah.
he don't really need a whole lot. Just enough to keep him interested and happy.
Keep him happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they ain't worth a blood nickel.
No.
I wish that's what they were back in the day.
I'll tell you what, that'd be a good side hustle.
Yeah. Back in the day, you used to get 12 to 32 bucks a hide.
Oh yeah.
I remember. I used to love going over. We used to go to Mannington with Pat. Zane, what are you doing? See, that's why I can't take you nowhere, Zane. Be tearing shit up. Whose deer's this?
My 7 from years ago.
Years ago. Old Bubba Rooski. We're going to do this because I might knock him down again.
The thing's got knocked down so many times.
Oh yeah, that thing's hit the floor a bunch.
He gets knocked down, but he gets up again.